Hello, this is Keenan Park, and this is YLOC 4th grade lesson 3. Today we will be doing, for our first section, multiplication by one-digit numbers. So we're going to find the product. 3 times 2. This is the same thing as 2 times 3, and that's basically just 3 plus 3 equals 6. Because when we do times 2, that means we're adding it twice. Here we have 4 times 8. 4 times 8 is 32. We can see this as 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 8 is 24. 24 plus 8 is 32. Now, instead of writing this all out, it's a lot easier if we just know how to multiply. So if you can multiply these one-digit numbers together, then you can start multiplying one-digit numbers by larger numbers. So I hope you have the times table memorized for one-digit numbers. Next, 2 times 15. We can do this writing it out like this. And then if you have your one-digit numbers memorized, 2 times 5 is 10. We carry the 1 over. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So we'll get 30. 7 times 12, very similar. 7 times the 2 gives us 14. 7 times the 10 gives us 70. Add them together to get 84. 6 times 39. I'll do it again this way. 39 times 6. 6 times 9 is 54. We'll carry the 50. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 5 is 23. We'll carry the 20. And we'll get 234. And now, maybe you can do some of these in your head. Like 9 times 81. That is 729. That one's not very easy, but if you get better at math, hopefully you might be able to do it in your head someday. 7 times 143. I'll write this one out. 7 times 3 is 21. Carry the 20. 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 2 is 30. Carry the 30. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 3 is 10. Carry the 1, and we get this very funny number, 1001. For this last one, when you multiply by 1, the number does not change. So this is very simply 2653. Now moving on. Multiplication by powers of 10. So in this one, we will be working with bigger numbers, but because they're powers of 10, it's very simple to do this math. When you multiply something by 10, you just add a 0 to the end. So you get 30. When you multiply by something by 100, you add 2 zeros to the end because the 100 has 2 zeros. So we add 2 zeros to 8 to get 800. Now, so we'll just write the original number and then add 1 0. This one we add 3 zeros because it's 1,000, which has 3 zeros in it. So we'll get our answer, 7,765,000. And then I'll just do the rest of these, but they should be pretty simple for you to do. This one is 10,000, which has 4 zeros, so you can see how I added 4 zeros there. And that's all for this section. And now some word problems. Ian has 3 brain cells. He wants to get smarter, so he multiplied his brain cells. How many brain cells would he have if he multiplied by 3, 10, 100, and 1,000? So 3 times 3 would give us 9. 3 times 10, we'll just add a 0 to the end, add 2 zeros, and add 3 zeros. So we'll get 300, and for our last one, 3,000. Here we have 2 rabbits, and every year the amount of rabbits doubles. Doubling is the same as multiplying by 2. So after 1 year, every year it doubles, so we'll multiply by 2 to get 4. After 2 years, well, we'll be multiplying by 2 twice because we doubled once and then we double again, which will give us 8. As you can see that 8 is double 4. And for this challenge problem, how many will there be after 10 years? Well, if you know exponents, which you probably won't at this age, you can see a pattern where this is equal to 2 to the 2, and this is equal to 2 to the 3. So basically, it's 2 to the number of years plus 1. So after 10 years, it'll be 2 to the 11. This symbol basically means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, on and on and on, 11 times. And you can write that out by hand, or you could just know it. This happens to be 2048 rabbits. But this is a challenge problem, so you don't have to worry about knowing it too much. For our next problem, Celos and NVIDIA are having a big number competition. Celos writes 9,999,999 as his big number. To beat him, NVIDIA writes 3 more zeros at the end. How many times more is NVIDIA's number than Celos' number? So because we added 3 zeros at the end, remember that that's the same thing as multiplying by 1 with 3 zeros after. This is 1,000. So NVIDIA's number is 1,000 times more than Celos' number. And for our last problem, a bee house has 6 frames. Each frame has 4 quadrants, and each quadrant produces 9 ounces of honey. How much honey is produced by 5 bee houses? This is a long multiplication problem. Here we have 5 bee houses. Each one has 6 frames. Each frame has 4 quadrants, and each quadrant produces 9 ounces of honey. So we have to multiply those all together. Oh, by the way, these dot symbols mean the same as multiplication. So 5 times 6 is 30. 30 times 4 is 120. 120 times 9, well, that's 1,080. And so we end up with 1,080 ounces of honey. And that's all for today. Bye.